Subscribe for more. Presidential Notice. Continuation of the national emergency with respect to Ukraine. February 28, 2025. Background of the national emergency, 2014. On March 6, 2014, the President declared a national emergency through Executive Order 13,660 under the authority of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. The declaration was made in response to the actions and policies of individuals who undermined Ukraine's democratic processes and institutions, threatened Ukraine's peace, security, stability, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, contributed to the misappropriation of Ukrainian assets, expansion and modifications of the national emergency. Executive Order 13,661, March 16, 2014. Expanded the national emergency to include actions by the Russian government that undermined democracy in Ukraine, threatened Ukraine's sovereignty and stability, facilitated the misappropriation of Ukrainian assets. Executive Order 13,662, March 20, 2014. Further expanded the emergency due to Russia's annexation of Crimea, use of military force in Ukraine. These actions posed a direct threat to Ukraine's territorial integrity and U.S. national security interests. Executive Order 13,685, December 19, 2014. Imposed additional measures to address the Russian occupation of Crimea. Executive Order 13,849, September 20, 2018. Implemented statutory sanctions against Russia for its actions in Ukraine. Executive Order 14,065, February 21, 2022. Further expanded the national emergency, citing Russia's recognition of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic, DPR, and Luhansk People's Republic, LPR, as independent entities. Violation of the Minsk agreements, which were meant to de-escalate conflict in eastern Ukraine. This recognition escalated tensions and further endangered Ukraine's sovereignty and U.S. national security interests. Current justification for continuation, 2025. Threats remain ongoing. The Russian government's policies and actions in Ukraine continue to pose a threat to U.S. national security and foreign policy interests. The situation remains volatile, with Russia's occupation of Ukrainian territories and continued military aggression. Legal basis for continuation. Under Section 202D of the National Emergencies Act, 50 U.S.C. 1622D, the President extends the national emergency for one additional year, beyond March 6, 2025. Implementation measures. Publication and congressional notification. This notice will be published in the Federal Register. It will also be transmitted to Congress as required by law. Overall summary. The national emergency with respect to Ukraine, originally declared in 2014, is being extended for another year due to Russia's continued aggression, occupation of Ukrainian territories, and actions that threaten U.S. national security interests. The extension maintains economic sanctions and other measures against individuals, entities, and the Russian government to counter these threats. Until the situation improves and Russia ceases its hostile actions, the national emergency will remain in effect. Subscribe for more.